Hello fellow lunatics, collectors and other interested parties. Welcome back to another one of Kenny's pickup videos for June and July, this one. Yeah, I've got some interesting stuff, especially on the Steelbook front, which has been a bit sparse of late, but yeah, some interesting stuff to show you. But first, I've got a shout out to one of my viewers from the US of A. His name's Trace Haskin, and I'll tell you the story. A few weeks ago, he had seen one of my Destiny videos, in particular the ones where I collect these pins of guns from in the game. That particular one is the first series, which are quite hard to find on eBay these days. And Trace said to me, "Oh, I think I've got one that you haven't got around the house somewhere. I'll get back to you." So a bit of time passed, and I didn't think any more of it. And then he contacted me and said, "Yep, found it. I'll send it off to you." So I'm a bit taken aback. A complete stranger offering to send me, an item that is very, very nice indeed. In this day of paranoia, I'm no different to anybody else about strangers, especially with all these phishing scams online and that. But yeah, Trace said, I'll do this for you, and I said, well, the least I can do. I was very pleased. The least I can do is pay the postage. He said, wouldn't have it. Wouldn't know about it, and after a bit of bother at his end with my address, he finally got them sent, and I received them. This was the item in question, a gun from the first series. As I say, these are very hard to find. I've been scouring eBay for months now, and I've only managed to find 3. But also in the package was another pin. This is the Bungie who make the Destiny game. This is the Bungie Foundation pin. So I was rather taken aback and surprised to receive 2 pins for absolutely nothing. Anyway, Trace, this is a public record of my appreciation for a random act of kindness, and I wish only good things in the future for you and your good wife. Thank you very much. What a nice way to start a video. Okay, goodies. Steelbooks. We'll start off traditionally with the game Steelbooks. Now, any of you that have seen my Steelbook videos in the past know that I'm always ranting and railing against Steelbooks with lousy back covers, yeah? You remember it. Well, this one I got sent all the way from America. It's the only place I could get it at a reasonable price. This is now, I'm not sure whether this is a general Steelbook or whether it's just the one from the collected edition. I've got a feeling it's probably a general one, seeing as how they were selling it on its own, or maybe in America it was some sort of pre-order. I don't know. I lose track of these where these Steelbooks come from now. But anyway, I got this a couple of days ago. It's from the new Spider-Man game, and it's very nice. I mean, that's a lovely front cover. But lo and behold, how about that for a back cover? I think that's absolutely lovely. In actual fact, you can buy a PS Pro. It's not a proper Pro because it's only sort of like a half. It doesn't have all the features of 4K on it, but I've seen it in a shop window in one of the CEX shops, Kex, whatever you want to call it, around town, and it looked very nice on there. But yeah, so I was very pleased to click that one. So it only came a matter of a few days ago. It came the day after that one. That is the that is the Amazon exclusive Anthem Steelbook. There is another one that Game do. I'll have to get round to picking that one up. I think that was you got. I think you got. I think this is. I don't know whether this was a pre-order or whether it just comes with a game. I've got a feeling it just comes with the game. The game's not in here, you know. It's just the blank Steelbook, which is still sealed. As I say, this is some sort of glowy, shiny cover, which you probably can't see too well under there. But I haven't, as I say, I haven't, talking about backs, back to the rubbish again. Yeah, as I say, I'll have to get round to picking up the game one, which then again comes separately from the game. But I had intended buying the game, but I hear so many weird things about Anthem that I think I'll stick with Destiny for the time being. Now, here's a strange one. Need for Speed Payback. Now, as far as I'm aware, and so I don't know everything these days because I'm not as in the loop with games and their steelbooks as I used to be in the old days of PS3. I mean, I used to know everything about PS3. But as far as I'm aware, that is not a UK PAL steelbook. It came out on the continent. I don't know whether it was Germany or France, one or the other or both, I don't know. But I saw it online, and I normally only collect UK PAL, as I've mentioned very many times. But it was so cheap, and it came with the game as well. I figured, well, what the hell, you know. But the weird thing is, the game is UK PAL, to be sure. But the steelbook, you know, I did email the seller and said, do you know the origin of the steelbook? And he'd bought it second hand, so he didn't know its origin either. But I'd be interested. I mean, if anybody watching these videos is well into PS4 and knows anything about this, whether it was in fact issued. I mean, I've got a sneaky feeling it might have been a promo at one of EA's events. I mean, I have a steelbook that's signed by developers that only ever, for another game, that only ever came out in Australia, I believe it was, but it was given away. We never got it over here, but it was given away at a promo event for this particular game. So maybe it's a case of that. So if anybody knows, please let me know. Thank you very much. Right, now, many times in the past when I've been talking about steelbooks, I've mentioned the virtue of patience. You know, don't jump in when you see something, just wait, you know, it'll come to you eventually. This being a prime example. Right, PES 2018. Now, although it comes in a box, there is a steelbook in here. And it's a particularly interesting package, actually. Now, the retail price on this is, you know, somewhere in the 30s, but I bought this. Steelbook is still sealed, so I mean, as you can see, the outside cover is, you know, it's virtually mint. That's obviously mint, never been opened. That's the steelbook, the game inside it. And much to my, I mean, I've seen this game in second-hand shops, and this hasn't been here. But when I opened it up, this was inside also. This is a stick, you know, for your computer. And then this is a pack of, what are they? Match attacks, you know, these stickers that you stick into albums. You know, this is all intact. Now, I've seen this many times in second-hand shop, and this has been missing. This has been here, the outside thing, but the thumb drive and the attacks cards unopened haven't been in. Now, believe it or not, I bought this for £5. And when you think about it, you know, it's all in mint. Nothing's been opened for a £5 as against paying, you know, 30 odd quid for it brand new. So, you know, that's a prime example of where if you're careful enough, if you're patient enough, and you know exactly what you're looking for, guys, we can get a real bargain, and that's what I consider an absolute bargain for a £5. Pleased to have it. Right, now we come on to the last item now. You know, even I don't know everything there is to know. As I say, even less these days about Steelbooks, but this one kind of bamboozled me and completely took me by surprise because I actually made a mistake with this. I thought I was buying the latest Tomb Raider game on Steelbook, because it's another one of these, I think, that came in a blank Steelbook case with the game, I believe. And I bought this thinking it was that, but it isn't. It's the previous Tomb Raider game, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I thought, well, what's this then? When it came, I mean, I've never seen a Steelbook come in a envelope that you kind of unravel and then take it out of here. Yeah, this is the Rise of Tomb Raider. Now, when I took it out, I thought, what the heck is this? It's not a Steelbook; it's a steel pack. Secondly, it's not even a conventional steel pack because, as you can see, in an ordinary steel pack, these back and front bits are flush. But this one's actually what you might call a tin, because it's got it's got an actual top that overlaps the rest. And then when I open it up, as I say, it's from the Rise of the Tomb Raider. So I bought completely the wrong thing, and inside there's this thing for the disc, which is a cheapo plastic. I mean the whole thing feels sort of like cheap and nasty. It's you can just tell by the feel of it that it's not particularly well made. But having said that, I don't know what it is. The only Steelbook I've got in a similar vein to this is a PC game that was like a pre-order. So I can only assume that that's what this is. But as I say, there again, like the one I showed you earlier, the Need for Speed, I don't know where it come from. So if anybody knows the origin of that one in there, there again, do let me know, because I'll be pleased to know. So anyway, that was quite a little interesting hoard for gaming Steelbooks. So we come now to the film Steelbooks. Right now, most of these are 4K, as I said to you a couple of vids ago. I've moved up to 4K now, and the first one I got was the Mortal Engines. I was pleased to get this actually because I'd missed it on before I got 4K. This came out and I missed it on ordinary Blu-ray. Sold out very quickly, and but I managed to pick up the 4K version. So it's still sealed, so I can't show you the back. But yeah, it's not a bad film. I've seen a lot worse. This came in the post just a couple of days ago. This is the Elite Battle Angel Steelbook. This is 4K. Lovely Steelbook. Really stylish. There's a butt coming up here. Yes, and it's a big butt as well. Back cover. I was astonished when I saw that, quite frankly, you know, that anybody could turn out such a lovely looking steelbook and then produce that. I mean, that's scandalous. That's unforgivable. I can forgive it because the front cover's so good, but you know, as you know from watching my videos, that's a big hobby horse of mine, and I mean that is just disgraceful, quite frankly. But anyway, we move on. That's the Captain Marvel. This is just the ordinary Blu-ray because I pre-ordered it before I got 4K, and the 4K one was sold out very early, so I had to put up with just the ordinary Blu-ray, but I'm sure it'll be very nice. Not a film that I particularly enjoyed at the cinema, I have to say, because I'm a big fan of Captain Marvel, Thanos. You know, that period in the 70s where Captain Marvel fought Thanos, and the Avengers fought Thanos in the comic books. But it does have a very nice back cover, however. So that pleased me. I mean, the front cover's now to write home about, but yeah. So that's another one for my Marvel collection. That was the one I was missing, of course, when I did my 1000 subs special on my complete collection of Marvel Steelbooks. I was pleased to get that one as well. Dunkirk. I went to see this in IMAX, and it was great in IMAX. Really noisy, but yeah, good film. Christopher Nolan, who did the Batman films, directed that one. Yeah, so there again, it's still sealed. I leave, as I said when I did one of my recent films, I normally leave them sealed if I'm not going to watch them, or unless I particularly want to see the back cover, but I don't think I'll be missing too much with that one. And then we have a couple of these lenticular covers that I also collect. You know, you end up with two copies of the same film, but what the heck. I managed to get the 4K one of Black Panther, still sealed. But I had to put up with the regular version of Ant-Man and the Wasp because I'd already pre-ordered it prior. Quite nice, that one, actually. I'll show you a bit closer. It's a nice bright one. I like anything that's bright. And then we have this weird specimen here. This one's weird. The Big Lebowski, great film, love it. Jeff Bridges, of course. I think most of you have seen this, you know, it's a classic. Now this is weird in as much as it comes in this nice outer box. If I can get it open, these things always crease up when you, at the end there, you see, always crease up there when you open them. But when you get inside, you've got a little jacket that's a replica of Jeff Bridges' character's cardigan, which you remember from the film. Really weird stuff. I'll just slip it out for you. There's the cardi. I've always wanted one of them. If I ever see one of them in the shops, I'm going to buy one. Yeah, that was that. And then there's the Steelbook. The famous bowling alley. They always seem to be at, and there's the boring old back cover, but I suppose it's a continuation of the. I mean, if you look at it overall, it's not too bad at all. Lots of finger marks on it now. Okay, so yeah, that was the. I'll put all that back together a bit later. Yeah, that was the Steelbooks for the Blu-rays, and then we have the ordinary stuff. That's but these are very cheap actually. I think they're about £10 each. Fast and Furious 6, that's kind of brand new, and Fast and Furious 7, 4K. I quite enjoy these films. You know, a lot of people find them a bit iffy, but yeah, I've always enjoyed them because I've got a big interest in cars, even though I don't drive. Played a lot of video games with cars in. Yeah, now I don't know if you've got 6 and 7 there. I don't know if 1 to 5 come with these nice outer slip covers. I've never seen them in them, so I can only assume that they started doing those at number 6, but not to worry. That's what I picked up just because it was 4K and cheap. It was only £6. Power Rangers, I have no idea what that's going to be like, but I'll give it a watch sometime. Comes in a nice slip cover as well. Then one of my favourite films, Apollo 13. I managed to get that in 4K. I have the Steelbook for that in ordinary Blu-ray, and then that was bought for me for Father's Day, I believe it was, Bohemian Rhapsody. There again, I went and saw that in IMAX, very impressive. Especially the scenes on the stage, you know, you actually felt as if in IMAX, you felt as if you're actually on the stage facing the crowds in Wembley Stadium. Yeah, so I've rewatched that. That's nice. And then X-Men Apocalypse. That was a cheapie out of HMV. They do little deals where if you buy something, you know, anything you can buy something for £10, and I thought that was a decent buy for a tenner on 4K. And then, two films I love. Tomb Raiders with Angelina Jolie. I'm secretly in love with Angelina Jolie, so that's why I'm always waxing lyrical about her films. But she has made some good films, actually. These were just adventure things with the eponymous Lara Croft. Not bad, actually. I quite like the films. And then last but not least, got another one towards my rapidly being complete lenticular cover collection. Spiders 3D, I bet that's fun. It looks more like a C film than a B film, but yeah, we might get round to it in about 10 years' time if I'm still alive. Okay, so that was the movies. Got a few bits on comic book. That's issue 2 of the new Thanos, and that's issue 3. Nice cover, that one. I like that one. That's a second printing, but I got that one because it was a nicer cover than the regular. So yeah, I think there's only 4 in that series, so I'll probably be picking up the last one. Now, talking about bargains, as we were earlier, I just picked these up from Forbidden Planet. That was £3. And as you can see there, it's part of a 3 for 2 deal. So I mean that's a nice sort of like £15 hardback. And then bought these 2 very nice volumes. As you can see, they're £1 each. They're part of the 3 for 2. Got some nice stuff in there. Simon Bisley, Dave Dorman, Alex Hawley, all good artists. Arthur Soydam, one of my favourite artists. I mean, £1. You know, and they're quite substantial. You know, I mean, there's plenty of reading in there. And then there was volume 2, again £1. So it worked out that I got all 3 of those for £4. Three solid hardback books for £4. And that's crazy. But I'm never one to turn down bargains, so there we go. And then I picked up this little number. This is what, I've got a breeze block. This is one of those very, very thick omnibus editions, and this particular one is the Batman Nightfall. Very nice Kelly Jones cover. I'm a big fan of Kelly Jones. as an artist. Kelly, that's a bloke, by the way, it's not a woman. It's Kelley. I remember this from back in the day, all the scraps Batman had with Bane. And this is sort of like the complete series of that particular canon of stories, Nightfall. I thought Kelly Jones did a lot of the interiors as well, but unfortunately not, as it turns out. But yeah, for 30 quid, I mean, these I don't know, what was the original price? I know these are very expensive. I mean, that was $100, so, you know, it would have been about 80 quid originally, so I didn't mind paying 30 quid for it in brand new condition. And then I picked these up from Amazon. These are the first two volumes of the new 52 Batman hardbacks, of which I already have a few I've shown you previously. This is the first volume, Court of Owls. Very well thought of, actually, that storyline, so I'm looking forward to reading that. And then that's the second part, City of Owls. So yeah, so guys, that was my pickups for the last couple of months. I did actually pick up quite a few that we just recently had a retro game festival a few miles from where I live. It's a yearly event, NERG they call it, North East Retro Gaming Show. And I picked up a lot of retro game and stuff games. I only mention that because in all the 54 or so videos I've done now, I've never got round to showing you my collection of retro consoles. That's something I'm going to put right fairly soon, when I get them all out, dusted off, and I'll be doing a series. I won't be showing you them all together because there's far too many to do a video. It'll take about 10 hours. But yeah, I'll be doing a couple of retro machines each video in a series, and showing you the games that I have for them. So that's something to look forward to. And so until then, thank you for watching once again. We're creeping towards the 1100 subscribers now, so that's ticking over quite nicely. So do keep subscribing. When we get to 1500, I'll try and have something special for you again. So anyway, thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.